Can I just starting to appreciate your form, by the way? That you've been eating all these wings with?
What form?
Where you put the entire thing in your fucking mouth.
Oh, is that unique? Am I unique for that?
Hi, welcome to Horsecock TV. I'm Zach, and you're watching Hot Ones, where we have hotter wings and even hotter questions. Today I'm joined by Devin Bennett, who's here.
Devin Bennett? Is this how queer people are going to be treated for the whole day on set? Devin Bennett, I am clearly in drag. I'll take it over. You might know me as your favorite New York Times bestselling actor, the star of your favorite television show, and the person that you always secretly wanted to be your mother. My name is DIVOS, your favorite piece of walking, talking visual art. So excited to be here. Kind of.
So, DIVOS, here on the show we have a plethora of hot sauces. Can you handle your heat?
I can. Getting a little hot in here.
Okay.
I gave you a hard time. I'm very excited to be on the show. I am a longtime viewer. I am my favorite episode. Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh my gosh, she was a joy to have.
Well, it makes me the second drag queen to be on the show after her, so it's cool.
Oh heavens. Let's get started, I think. If you'll see here, we have a nice tiger sauce, original for meat, seafood, and really anything else that requires a little bit of spice. This should be a nice mild sauce.
Okay, and you just put like a little dab?
Oh yeah, just a little dab.
Okay.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Easy. Next one. I actually kind of like it.
I know, it's pretty tasty.
Yeah, that's not hot for me at all.
No, it's sweet heat.
I'll go ahead and start the libations though.
So, I've done my research. You kind of got some of your start on YouTube, I think, right? One of your more popular videos was actually a video of you playing volleyball while playing soccer, kind of a nice little mix of the two. Beyond that, is there any one particular video that stands out to you as your breakthrough, your moment where you really wanted to content create for the rest of your life?
Yeah, thanks so much. I did notice that you came for strip soccer tennis, the iconic viral hit on YouTube. And I want to start off by saying that sex work is in fact work. Thank you very much. So if you could wrap your tone a little bit around that kind of question. But if I had one video that really kind of started my career, I chose to do a video with my little sister. I wanted to include her. So I parodied Maps by Maroon 5, and I didn't quite start off as the artist that you see here today. So I was 16 at the time, I cast my little 9-year-old sister as my love interest of the 16-year-old boy. And we played out the whole video. I think it's unlisted on YouTube, but if any of you find it, the people trying to keep drag queens away from kids would have an argument, we'll put it that way. Anyway, what's next?
So up next, we have some little Frank's Red Hot Original Cayenne Pepper Sauce. You won't find this anywhere else.
In drag culture, we say, tips touch.
Tips touch.
No one says that. No, that's a hot sauce. I will say that is a hot sauce.
That's only number 2. It's already ramped up a little bit.
It's actually hot, you know.
I don't know. So, speaking of actually hot things.
Yes.
Obviously, you've done body paint and content creating for a long time. But what was the first, and I mean the first, drag look in its entirety that you pulled off?
That's a great question. Well, if you put drag as a performance of gender, I'm sure there were a lot of very fully realized characters that I put that weren't necessarily female, but if we're talking about female impersonation, actually I do know the answer. Her name was Bertha. And every Christmas I'd bring out this Bertha character, and she was a drag, like mid-country, like Idaho, like granny, but was like more aunts than grannies. So she would like show up to the house party, she's like, oh my god, like, no, that's Jennifer Coolidge. Oh my god. I can really do Jennifer Coolidge right now. This beer is that's Jennifer. Anyway. Jennifer Coolidge is my final answer. Lock it in.
Jennifer Coolidge, you heard it here first. Yeah. So this is actually an obscure brand. I believe it's from, from a region now.
I love that region. I've toured there.
In Latin America, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, very tasty. It's called
right to the left of the pyramids.
Yeah.
I like the wings, by the way.
Not bad, right?
I like the wings.
Yeah, I know. Can you guess where I got them from?
Probably a chicken.
All right, let's dig in. Well, it's harder than I remember chili would be.
Wait, I'll be honest. Number 2 was harder for me. It was. Oh! It's kicking.
Go Aftershock.
It's kicking.
You played every mainline Pokemon game since, I don't know, Ruby Sapphire?
I started with Ruby and Sapphire, played all of them.
I mean, in your mind, as a creative, what do you attribute Pokemon's, the game, its success to?
That's a great question. I actually did my college thesis on this, not kidding. I know queer people in particular really connect with the genre because it's kind of imagination. I think DIVOS is very much based off the idea of Pokemon types and trying to make Devin, who I am as a person, into like a gym leader to represent every different type that the game represents, and they're like elemental things like poison, grass, water, etc. I think queer people also connect with the idea of evolving, of starting as one thing and then becoming badder and more beautiful and stronger. But I think Pokemon's so successful, based on my research, because it was never gendered.
He's smart too.
You see a light! It was never gendered from the top. Another cool thing about Pokemon is they never once presented it to boys or girls as like a boys game or a girls game. It was always for everyone. But Pokemon, if you're listening, if a Pokemon uses Attract and a male Pokemon uses it on a male Pokemon, something should happen. At least X amount of the time. Currently, if you use Attract on same-sex couples, it fails. And do I usually fail when I attempt to attract same-sex people? Yes, but there is a percentage opportunity that could work.
They're trying to break into hyper-realism.
It could happen. What's the next hot sauce?
All right, let's move on. Up next, we have, actually my personal favorite hot sauce, Tapatio.
I'll Tapatio. At Bob the Drag Queen.
What song is that from?
I don't speak Spanish, but I will Tapatio. Gay Bars by Bob the Drag Queen. Get it? Gay Bars.
I do get it. Oh, excuse me.
See, I don't like burping. Tana Mojo. Does anyone know Tana Mojo? Once described, imagine burping, farting, but out of your mouth, and you just are progelling reject from your body over everyone, over all the food, all of the wings. Now, is it hot sauce because of the hot sauce or because you just expelled your innards all over the chicken?
Well, the innards are hot sauce right now, so isn't one and the same?
Tapatio.
So one of the mediums that you're promoting your brand with right now is trading cards, I believe, right?
Yes, I actually brought one for you.
Oh, did you really?
Yes. So this, for every look that I go out in, I make a trading card.
Be careful, Yuzi.
Has on my Instagram, social media.
May I?
Yeah, put it right in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, why don't I show it to the camera for you?
Idea.
It has the look, it has my information, your favorite piece of walking, talking visual art. Very collectible, very valuable. Some of the more rare ones are going for 3 cents on eBay right now.
I heard, I know. The price is
Yeah,
gone.
no, it's great to see business thriving, especially for queer artists in a time where people are taking away our rights, they're legislating against us. It's important to be visible, and it's important to be seen.
A little follow-up question. Hopefully it's just the start. Where do you see yourself building your brand, into grocery stores and Targets,
Exactly. That's it. Grocery stores, Targets,
Walmarts?
Maybe certain selections. I grew up, my first YouTube videos were like opening packs of Pokemon cards on camera. And so if I ever see someone around the country, around the world, open a pack of DIVOS cards on camera as an unboxing, that's the dream. Camera 1, camera 2.
Camera 1.
Camera 1. Camera 1. Camera 2.
I'm not a part
Camera
of Camera
1. That's the dream.
I would buy packs ASAP.
Ooh, I'll send you some.
Alright, actually, I think this is one that you might be able to open. It's just a box.
Oh! Happy to. Looks like a lipstick box.
Very fun. Actually, my next question kind of involves a quote, so if you don't mind, as you take your bite, I like to read the quote, so kind of percolate as the sausage hits you, okay?
Oh my god.
I know, you can smell it. Okay. So the quote is, "We do have a lot in common. The same earth, the same air, the same sky. Maybe we start looking at what's the same instead of looking at what's different. Well, who knows?" First, do you know who that quote was from? And second, how does that kind of speak to yourself? What are your views on that?
That is a quote by the legendary pre-evolution of Persian, otherwise known as Meowth, who's gone on to have multiple different forms. Galarian form.
I'm surprised you recognized the quote.
Alolan form. What was your second question? I'm sorry. It's really hard.
What are your thoughts on the quote?
I don't remember the quote.
It's by the legendary Meowth.
I mean, it's pretty fucking powerful. It hits everything that should be talked about. I mean, it's not that serious. We're all people. We all just want to live and exist. And I didn't really see myself. I grew up in Northern Virginia around a really annoying political people. And the last thing I imagine myself doing is like being political or trying to fight. But I guess when you find what you really are passionate about, it's not fighting. It's just like I have to. Y'all are stupid. It's just like y'all are stupid. I'm like, that's the quote. Clip it.
Y'all are stupid.
But like I am able to ground myself and be level-headed and think about what's going on, and so I have to use my voice because I can.
That's awesome. Follow-up question: do you have a second favorite Pokemon quote?
Yes, it's from episode 204. Psyduck is evolving.
Nice.
Thanks.
So on to our next hot sauce, one actually very near and dear to my heart. The Red Rooster Louisiana hot sauce. I probably have more of a connection than you do. I visited Louisiana once or twice. Fun fact, I'm not sure if you've ever been before.
Right. So if you did your research, my whole family is actually from New Orleans, Louisiana. Metairie, to be more specific, for any of the locals. Go Jesuit High School. Come on, Blue Jays. All right, Red Rooster.
What's the Red Rooster?
Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I actually have a question about,
It tastes like po' boy.
about the name itself, DIVOS.
Yes.
In my research, I understand it comes from your high school swim team. I think your coach called you a diva in a Speedo. Is that correct? I guess my question is, would your coach be proud of how fast you can swim now?
Nice redirect. Funny enough, I tried to swim today for the first time without exercising in a long time, and you wouldn't believe how much hair got caught in the goggles, in the lane lines, off the flip turn. I mean, these 40 inches of human hair, straight from Ariel the Mermaid herself, aren't really conducive to swimming, but this will be an interview exclusive.
Oh.
My bit for DIVOS, where I got the name, is that I lie every time, and every time it's something completely different. So whenever you see me in an interview from now on, just know I'm making up on the spot, improv.
Oh, it scared me.
Scare the onset puppy. I do want to take a moment to appreciate the shoe, hand painted to match the look. Okay. Now, what's the next hot sauce?
The next hot sauce it's called Cristal Hot Sauce from Louisiana Pure.
Cristalli's nuts. That was for the straight boys at home.
Nice. You really try to reach a broad audience,
You're welcome.
don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotta have a few drops, huh?
At least a little bit. So I can imagine, once you start touring
Yeah.
as DIVOS, I mean, you're going to be flying off planes, going to hotel rooms. I guess it kind of begs the question, what's the craziest thing you've done in a hotel room before?
Thank you so much for asking. In the midst of the pandemic, I was having a manic episode where I tried to body paint myself every day, create content.
Like whole 365 days?
Whole 365 days.
Wow.
Take a bite and I'll tell you the
Oh,
next
fuck.
part of this story. So my grandfather died, and I fly to New Orleans for his funeral. And I got his car in the will, so I got to drive his car back from New Orleans to LA. And I'm still doing the series all through the funeral. I pit myself as Ronald McDonald in a Motel 6 in the middle of Texas. It was going viral, and then TikTok took it down and I reposted it. But I was McDonald's with my dad sleeping on one bed behind me, my sister sleeping on the other bed behind me. At like 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of Texas in Motel 6.
I envy the dad. I really do.
Yeah, that's what he was thinking too.
There's a moment. Next hot sauce, more like the truffle hot sauce, that is.
So this is the second hottest?
The second hottest, yeah. Cheers. Okay. Ooh. It's a real delayed effect. Can I just take a second to appreciate your form, by the way? That you've been eating all these wings with?
What form?
When you put the entire thing in your fucking mouth, just gnaw on it.
Oh, is that unique?
I've never seen it before.
Am I unique for that?
You are unique for that.
Unique!
That ties perfectly into our next question about uniqueness overall. I know a large part of drag is, taking seemingly benign features and bringing them into the forefront, ramping them to 11, taking to the max.
Yeah.
What is your favorite feature to kind of bring to the forefront?
My favorite feature is perks of being a wallflower.
Elaborate.
I mean, feature films are so influential to so many people. I remember I was like young, like it was Emma Watson, like I think she was in her Harry Potter days, and I was like, it's like this is the magic I want to experience in my life, and I went on to experience more magical things. But no, my favorite feature, I would say my favorite feature, my brain.
Oh, UCLA.
No, not that brain. I'm hanging brain. Come on, hanging brain.
All right, Divos, we're down to our last hot sauce. In their words, not mine, shake well. Oh, we ain't shaking.
Thank you for using they, them pronouns. Thank you.
You are welcome. I'm just gonna, I got you, don't worry.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
So all over my chest.
There we go. Before we take a bite,
Yeah.
Instagram is one of your biggest mediums, I think, that you post on now.
Right.
Is correct? So I actually have a couple screenshots from your Instagram. I just want to kind of walk us through the process of these posts, if you don't mind. Number one, one of my personal favorites, this little number right here. I'll show the camera.
No, I'm confident with that little number right here. I think body representation is so important. I was gifted with thunder thighs.
Take a bite if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
Block.
What's your next photo?
Next photo, we have this one. This little number right here.
That's Tony Chopper. No notes.
Who is Tony Chopper?
From One Piece. Serialized, iconic anime manga.
All right, my last photo. This is actually my personal favorite. By the way, when we look at it, I want you to note the artist. I know it's fucking hard.
Yeah, okay.
I want you to notice the artistry around it. A great photo overall, I think. If you don't mind.
No, the camera work is amazing. I just have so many notes when I look at that photo. What was I thinking? I'm wearing pads and a fanny pack. Like I changed the world. I think I just gotten pads for the first time. I was like, this is high drag. No, that is foam that I've strapped into a pair of tights and I'm now wearing on a beach in the middle of Malibu. The pumpkin carving was cunt, but in my head when I have an idea, I'm like, okay, well I have to turn it over in 3 days. And sometimes you need more than 3 days. Sometimes you need 9 chicken wings.
Sometimes.
Thank you for having me. I've honestly had a great time.
Yeah, thanks for coming on our show. All the hot sauces are good to take home.
Are you not going to ask where they can find me? I know some of these viewers probably were interested by this interview.
Divos, all of our viewers are wondering, where can we find you?
In the corner of San Vicente and Santa Monica.
It's true. It's true.
At D.I.V.O.S. That's at DIVOS with periods between all the letters. On TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Just search for DIVOS, you'll find me. And where can they find you? That's what I thought. Thanks for having me. Cut.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming to Hot Ones.
Thanks for coming to Hot Ones.
I had a good time.
Huzzah.
These were vegetarian, right?
No.